Podtacular, the unofficial Halo Universe podcast, presents episode 754. Final Flight arriving soon. Recorded live on October 8th, 2020. Hello everyone, welcome to Podtacular, the unofficial Halo Universe podcast. I am one of your co-hosts, Duststorm.
I am your host, Godzilla T.
And I'm one of the co-hosts, DJBluePDX.
Wow, we actually got a normal intro from DJ.
Well, every now and then I like to surprise you with professionalism. It seems unlikely, and yet somehow I can still manage to pull it off.
And there's the DJ.
I applaud you. I applaud you, DJ. Very nice. Well, we are doing a little bit of a shorter show this week because I didn't have enough time to prepare everything that I wanted to prepare for all the fan projects. We're going to try changing up the format a little bit, so this might be a little bit of a shorter show. And then next week we'll be diving into a lot more bigger things like fan projects, interviews, and that kind of stuff. So a week delayed on that, unfortunately, but we'll be getting around to that here pretty soon. Let's go ahead and kick things off with our community update, though, starting with a little recap of our streams from last week. So, GT, over to you for a recap on our Fraggin' Friday.
We fragged, and it was Friday. I actually started off the night pretty good. We started off in some Super Fiesta, and I went like 47-13 or something like that. I forget what the actual number was. Got an extermination.
Nice.
Very nice.
And I think we wound up tied. It was Husky Raid on, I can't think of the name of the map.
Okay. I was going to say, how'd you tie unless you suicided?
No, I meant as far as capturing flags.
Okay.
They pulled a flag. The other team pulled the flag pretty early. And then we spent the rest of the game trying to score ourselves. Actually, I do think we won that one. But anyway. Yeah, I went on a tear for that first game. It's the best game of Fiesta I've had in a long time.
That's awesome. Pins is saying, oh, that game. Was there another story to that? Then
yeah. Actually, Pins was scored one of them. One of the flags, if I remember right. Now you're going to make me look.
He just mentioned something, so I'm just curious. Well, while you're looking, I'll give a quick update to Achieving Halo. Managed to finally get the under 3 hours for Halo CE. Thanks for Prestige coming out and helping me with that. I started the night out with only needing to get 53 seconds off.
Right. That's a lot of time, though.
Yeah, especially when you're getting down to the nitty-gritty stuff.
Yeah, and then sometimes instead of having to shave it off of one mission, you may have to shave little bits off of all the missions. That's actually a lot easier than trying to pull 53 seconds off of one mission without using super speedrunning techniques.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy juggle.
So Prestige actually, I think, helped me with this before, but we started on Assault in the Control Room because there's a few shortcuts to despawn enemies and some speedrunning tactics there. Since it was 53 seconds, technically, he wanted to try to do that again. We shaved off. This is going to be funny. We shaved off 23 seconds, so I still had 25 seconds left that I needed to get off, or something like that. So we ended up doing the Silent Cartographer, and you can get it to where you can slide through the door with the Warthog if you time it just right without having to open. The doors. So we managed to get that. And frustratingly died a lot trying to get that to happen. But we finally got the time under 3 hours. So
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and yes, there's a clip that we have from that night. Thank you, Pens, for posting that in the Twitch chat. So yeah, we got the under 3 hours legendary for CE on Sunday.
Yeah, I really need to go back and pull some clips out of that first game. I just haven't had a chance to go back. But yeah, I went 45-19.
Nice.
But yeah, we wound up tying.
I mean, it's Husky Raid. That's not uncommon.
No, we were just having fun. That was my
Yeah.
that was my best game of the entire night. It all went downhill from there. Everybody else
Very
had
nice. Very good.
but my game went to crap.
You mean after your first one?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think after that I was averaging like anywhere from 8 to 10 kills
In Super Fiesta or just in...
in Super Fiesta. Well,
Oh.
pretty much anything we paid like the rest of the night.
Hey, sometimes you got it. Sometimes you just got to take a break and get it back.
I don't know. It was just one of those things, and it really didn't matter which weapon I picked up. I was able to get kills with it. So, well, with the exception of the plasma pistol,
It's the plasma
I
pistol.
dropped that pretty quick.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Frizzled, for 4 months. Tier 1 subscriber on Twitch. Much appreciated. Let's see. DJ, you got anything you want to share with the group before we move on? There was another little Playing Sula video featuring you that came out last week.
Yeah, so the first piece of the DJ Bonpox video came out from Insula, and if you want to check that out, it's available over on the Play Insula Twitter account, and it's the first cliffhanger of a to-be-continued piece of storyline. And slowly but surely, we'll be continuing where that story is going. And so, yeah, I voiced DJ Botbox. I also voiced the researchers who are in the background, or soldiers, or mercenaries, or whoever they are, and we don't know what their identities are, at least not yet.
Not yet. So
Not
Insula supposed to have a fair bit of lore behind it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Just
there's more to
high
this
level.
game than just a bounty royale. There's a lot more to this game. It's going to be incredible.
Very cool.
Four.
And- And I think not last week, but the week before, you had some of the developers on your Truthful Realities show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. I had the two founders. So both Taj and Lucklin FTW were on, talking about not only their history in gaming development, but also where they got the idea from and how long this has actually been in the works, and kind of looking at their inspirations for what's being developed and where they're looking to go with it without giving away too many trade secrets.
We really need to get your podcast feed going.
Yeah,
get you-
I'm at the moment, I haven't even had time to do laundry. I'm
Fair enough.
I'm
Why do you
going
think
7
I'm
days a
wearing
week.
the Podtacular shirt?
Because it's proper themology.
Ow. That hurts.
Like, if that's the last shirt you wear, well,
Yeah, well, yes, it is, because I want to keep it pristine.
okay.
It's white,
Okay.
It's white. I have a dog and a cat.
Yeah, I've gone through multiple Podtacular shirts because they just...
Yeah.
White gets dirty really quick.
Now, granted, none of them have had projectile vomiting lately, but, you never know.
Yes, I hate it when my animal goes into exorcist mode.
Any new fun stories from the puppers this week?
Well, yeah, I've discovered that they can undo zippers.
Right, we got the pulling out the pillow stuffing from last week.
Yeah, and now they have figured out there are zippers on other things.
They had,
From
they
couch-
just stopped with their own pillows. They're tearing apart your pillows too now, huh?
Couch cushions, patio furniture. Yeah. So now all the cushions are put away. They ate the arms off of the chair. Like, it's amazing because they were only out of our sight for maybe 25 seconds. And all of a sudden, and now there's duct tape on the arms of the chair, and it's just...
What happened?
Well, and the thing is, I keep forgetting, they are 5 months old. These are... excuse me. As I wake up early in the morning, and they bark their way out of their cages until the point where, fine, we're awake. And I've been up late playing Phasmophobia with my community, and that's been nuts because, me, I love my horror games, and that game is real addictive. And all of a sudden, 4 hours later, you realize, oh, we've been going for 4 hours, huh? I should probably go to bed since the dogs will be up in 3 hours. Yeah.
It's been fun to watch you play with the community. You've been doing that like almost nightly.
We've been doing a lot of Phasmophobia just because it's a lot of fun. It's a crazy game that uses
like
Microsoft's voice recognition software in order to create an ambient opportunity for you to interact with the AI, which are the ghosts. Oftentimes, it does not come out the way that you think it's going to. Oftentimes, they will chase you down, hunt you down, and try and kill you. So, yeah.
DJ's died a lot.
I die a lot. So why do you think my community is known as the Respawn All-Stars? We're good at respawning. We're all-stars at it.
Yes, indeed. All right. We have a article that was posted by Writing Spartan. We have another Machinima piece over up on the Podtacular blog. This one is by Apollo Digital, titled Humanity's Defiance. It is a series, so we have episode 1. And the description on it is 4 long months of war. The fall of harvest came to an end in August 25-26. The surviving Spartans and Marines are scattered, but won't prevent them to make another stand. And yes, Laird, I just saw the update. I have it up in my browser, trying to...
Which update?
Thank you,
quickly,
Halo.
Yeah. Trying to quickly glance over it.
Whose fault is it this time? I haven't looked yet.
Uni's. Uni posted this one.
Uni, we're going to have to
Dang it, Uni.
discuss this with you.
Although, to be fair, a lot of the stuff is covered in other articles. And like a lot of the community updates nowadays are kind of just collecting all the news on where it's been. There's only a couple of new things in here as I'm scrolling through it that I haven't seen yet. So we can just kind of bounce around to those as needed. But yeah, thanks to Jordan for writing up that piece on our blog. You can catch him every Monday, adding a new Machinima piece to the website. We have a couple of Tale from the Foxhole things to cover this week. First one comes from Pens, which I believe he is in the chat here still. He was going through... I don't know if this... Was this your legendary run-through, or was just the normal campaign run-through, Pens? But the place in Halo 5 Guardians, where you're trying to get past the 3 wardens, you can do that.
He finally did the skip.
Yeah, did the ground pound skip on legendary. So good job. You got past one of the more difficult parts in the campaign. There's certainly some difficult parts on the final level, but that's certainly a nice easy one to skip if you have the opportunity to do so. So yeah.
Yeah, I still need to go in there and get my double warden kill.
Oh, you still? I just want to play it on PC, to be honest. That's all I want to do is play it on PC.
One can hope and dream. I mean, it's not that hard to get it to work over there. Maybe after MCC's done, they'll work on that. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe. Possibly. Yeah. Also want to shout out a couple of folks who've been posting some of their projects over in our server. We have MH Cosplay, who's put together kind of a Gen 1 Mjolnir Mark IV suit. I think it's a custom commission that he's been working on, and he posted the full armor set over on our Discord. Looks really, really nice.
Looks really good, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely harkens back to Halo CE Master Chief. But then you have the Emil vibe with all of the grenade launcher canister attachments and some of the more bulky shoulder pieces. So we've got that from MH Cosplay, and then from Island Hopper Customs. His latest project is a Covenant Carbine, and he's recently applied the paint finish to it, and it's a nice Covenant Chrome Blue. A little bit off the normal purple that we're used to seeing for the Carbine.
Yeah. This is a nice change.
Mm-hmm. And again, you can find those over in our Discord server if you want to check those out. Wow, we got a new Finish the Fight podcast too, apparently. Everything's dropping tonight. What the heck?
Wow.
Over on our company commendations, we're still chipping away at quite a few things. We are... I thought we would have been a little bit more closer on this, but we are 200... Or sorry, not 200. We are 100 37 away from the splatters, the lawnmower commendation. And then the next closest two are headshots, which we are within the 20,000 mark, and then killing enemy Spartan with a standard weapon, and we are inside the 25,000 mark on that one. Let's dive into the playlist updates. What have we got, GT?
Well, for this weekend, we've got Forerunner Slayer rotating in for Shoddy Snipers on Halo 5. Next weekend, we will have Rock and Rail rotating in for Forerunner Slayer. For MCC, we have Griffball rotating in for Recon SWAT.
Griffball.
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 ODST firefight changes, increased metal XP payouts, and they removed Oni Alpha Sight from several firefight arcade game types. Gee, I wonder why.
Huh. Why? I mean, I honestly haven't played the matchmaking for ODST firefight yet, but like, do you know
I was
why?
asking the question. I wonder why.
Oh. That's...
I'm going to guess there was either a bug, a spawn problem, or somebody had found some sort of a glitch that was allowing them to, bypass the integrity of the game.
Oh, I'm sure there was I'm sure someone found something in there.
This is why we can't have nice things,
broken,
people.
So they will take it down until they fix it, and then they'll put it back in.
Yep.
Prestige is wondering if we can do a PC community night for Griffball. I don't know if GT has the time to do that, but I'm guessing DJ might be having some kind of Griffball Halo Day at some point this week. Whether
Possibly.
it's PC or Xbox, I don't know.
For PC only, but only if it's like Reach. I have zero interest in playing Halo 3 Griffball. I'll be very honest. Not my game.
After playing it on Reach and 4, it's hard to go back to Halo 3
Oh,
Griffball.
God, no. I can't do it.
Yeah.
My preference, though, is Halo 4. H4 Griffball was the best. You had the hammer physics with the ball. You could hit it across the map with your hammer. You could pick it up and throw it, and you threw it like a football. You just toss it across to people. You could do full-on pass throws back and forth and get it into the goal. Those were the best ever.
Yeah.
And then they made the thing like a lead brick in H5, and I went, wait, what? Why can't we throw the ball like we used to?
Because it was an actual bomb instead of the ball. They just need to
Not
make that be an
bomb, Griff
These
ball.
are Spartans. They flip
it doesn't
warthogs
matter.
over.
Like
they flip Scorpion tanks over.
Yeah, and they can't. And there's this ball. Like they should be able to basically juggle bowling balls without breaking a sweat. So there's no reason why this thing has to fall like a lead brick. It needs to be thrown.
You know, it'd be funny is if you throw the Griff ball, if there was enough physics engine stuff behind it, where if a Spartan didn't like catch it or pick it up as it was flying through the air, that it would knock them back.
Oh my God, if you don't catch it, it just smacks you in the head and knocks it. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. What would also be interesting is if we could replace the Griff ball with a Scorpion tank.
I mean, I guess.
Why not?
Griff tank?
Replace the Griff ball with another Spartan?
Tank ball?
We'll call it Spartan ball? You just basically got the Spartan grabbed by the...
Have a giant Plinko
wrong.
board and the tank is the Plinko puck.
Just drop it in there.
Someone needs to forge that now in Halo 5.
Oh my God, if we could...
board with a Scorpion tank.
Someone needs to mod the Griff ball so that it looks like the Death Star.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Imagine if there was a Stormtrooper mod for it, for Griff ball.
I mean, if 343 really puts out the modding support, then it'd be a lot more accessible. But
I would
even
laugh
still, the modders that are out there could do it.
Yeah. And I would laugh so hard, and then whoever Griff is becomes Darth Vader.
Ooh.
Yep. How are they'd have to do the cape physics though.
Other cloth physics?
Well, just as long as they don't have Bungie do the cape physics, they should be okay.
Right. There we go.
No, have you ever seen the cape physics in Destiny?
Yes. Yes. Yes, I have.
Yeah, they go everywhere. It's just all over the place. It's like somebody has a permanent hurricane fan stuck on you, and it's right in front of you the whole time.
It either doesn't look realistic because it's like not really moving, or it's just moving everywhere.
Or the worst one is when it glitches out and it's blowing this way, and it's blowing through your face, and it's doing this while you're trying to read something. Yeah. That's always fun. Always fun.
Oh, geez. All right, so we got those playlist updates. Thank you, GT. Another quick reminder, Halo 4 flagging is just around the corner, and they've reiterated this 3 separate times.
Mm-hmm.
Once in the playlist update, once in the MCC development update, and just now in the community update that just got posted. Ring 3 is
Halo
coming.
Halo 4 flighting is close?
I'd say it could come out as early as tomorrow.
Yep.
Like
good.
With what they're saying, it could come out this weekend. If not this weekend, it's for sure coming out next week.
Hopefully I get a chance to actually play this one.
Right. Same. I think.
Yeah, with H4, I'll definitely pop in for the matchmaking portion of it. I just never played matchmaking in CE 2 or 3. It was just never a thing.
The other thing to note with Halo 4 is they said in the development update, I believe, that they're inviting every single person that has a valid and updated Halo Insider profile. They're inviting everybody.
Except for those who got banned for being a-holes. Congratulations. You're not.
At that point, your profile is not valid anymore.
Yeah.
But yes, don't be an a-hole and make sure that your Halo Insider profile is up to date.
Yes.
Because they're inviting everybody. So if you want a chance to get in on it, make sure everything is up to date. If you have hardware upgrades, if you have changed your console, you need to re-enroll in the preview program for Xbox and Halo Insider and all that kind of stuff. Make sure your profile is up to date.
Eat.
And we'll see if Griffball gets
That
in there
reminds
too.
me, I didn't, when I did that, when I changed my CPU and my motherboard, I didn't give them the new update,
Yeah, you should do that.
Yeah.
I should. They still think I'm running a 4770K.
You need to give them your updated DX diag.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You don't have to opt out of flighting, Bobby. I mean, you could still get invited to flighting, you just don't participate.
Yeah.
Like, you can stay invited, but if you want to get in on Halo 4, definitely make sure you go back and opt in on whatever platform that you're going to be playing on. And hi, Bobby. Nice to see you on the stream.
Well, Bobby!
It's been a while since we've seen him here. All right, diving into the MCC development and flight update. We've got a few things that we had mentioned last week that they're going to be aiming for flighting coming here. Again, just making sure that your insider profiles are up to date and that you make sure you check the Halo support site. There's been a couple of things with ODST that has come up and they're aware of it. Just make sure you're checking the site to see if the things that you're coming across are listed under the known issues before you put any support tickets in. On the Halo Waypoint article side of things, we've got 3 things going for this week. We've got, first off, the community spotlight from last week. So I'm going to turn on over here for the live stream viewers.
You want to know what bites? Earlier this week, Woot put a Stream Deck on sale for $90. I had it in my cart. A customer walked in the door, and I lost out on the sale.
No, that sucks. That really sucks. Sorry to hear that.
Sucks even more when the customer accidentally gets run over by an entire train of shopping carts and loses their entire purchase selection of items. Just saying that is always an unfortunate situation.
That could suck. Except for I don't sell groceries.
I'm just saying, you just find somebody in an adjacent store, throw $20 this, and this guy's going to run 20 carts over them. Right? Can you imagine that? Cart train racing. Like, you got to control and aim 20 carts with basically pulleys like you would on a horse. And you got to stand on the back of it. Like, it just downhill. Like groceries, like shopping carts.
Yeah. But does it have like the little pusher on the back or?
Nope. You just gotta stand up on it, lean back on those reins to pull everything together, and then aim it by pulling on one side or pulling on the other. My God, the calamity that could happen would be absolutely incredible.
That sounds
soapbox
dangerous.
style.
It does
Downhill.
sound dangerous. Downhill,
That sounds so dangerous.
the San Francisco hills, you either get it or you don't.
Why?
Why not? Because they are hills and there are
it's DJ.
carts. Yes. I'm taking shopping to the extreme, as usual.
I guess that's one way to do it.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah. So we got the first one here, the creme de la creme. So this is with the news of the merger of the Bethesda acquisition from Xbox. So we've got Doom Guy and Master Chief hooking it up. All right, that's it. Over to
Doom
DJ.
guy's name is Gary. Go to what?
Doom Guy's name is what?
Gary.
Gary.
I have no idea. I'm just kidding. I don't really actually know.
Okay, Gary.
Yep, there you go.
Oh, it's actually ZeniMax, but yeah. Anyway, it's Doom Guy and Master Chief.
Well, that just rolls off the tongue.
Right?
Oh, it's Halo Guy, since Master Chief gets called that every once in a while. All right, we've got first up DJ's picks from the community spotlight.
Nothing says fun like hanging out with your friends and posing for something that is similar to Charlie's Angels if in fact you didn't look like an angel and your name isn't Charlie. What you do have, however, is one of the greatest pikes ever to have been seen in any type of esports history, and that's what I call the Pokebot. This thing is gigantic. I don't know if there's an official name for it. What I do know is it's basically two different energy swords inserted crosswise on top of a very large stick. That stick is like I was going to say ass end, but now that I've said it, I guess I can. The ass end of a gravity hammer gone correct. This is what proper weapons look like, and it also doubles as a perfect rotisserie wand in the event you really, really, really want to get that solid cook and you want to get those grill marks on that steak. This right here, this is called camaraderie. You bring your friends, you got a hammer on the left, you've got super sword disaster on the right-hand side, and really cool helmets. It's the perfect way to spend a weekend, especially if it's now getting into the fall and starts to get cold. You turn the lights on and guess what? It's just as warm on the outside as it is on the inside. Next, we've got Wolf Soul. It's not enough to be a badass as a Spartan. Being a superhuman soldier takes a lot of effort. What's worse is when it hits the full moon. And unfortunately, just because you're a Spartan doesn't mean you're not a werewolf. Why? Because reasons. Also, that's hot. And that's what we call the call of the day. Or in this case, the call of the wild.
There you go.
Now, this is what I call, I'm not happy with the results of my algebra tests, and I don't believe algebra is legitimate. I'm just kidding. I don't know what happened here, but definitely somebody had too much of a party in this place because these guys are trying to figure out what's going on. We've got a dead soldier on the right, but what I like is there's a beautifully pristine piece of technology in the very back end of the hallway, and everything from the front is just a disaster. I don't know whether they're breaking in or breaking out, but it's called investigation, and they're definitely investigating why this guy on the right-hand side is, I feel, hit the wall too hard. I'm going to guess this was an attack from the Sangheili or playing too much dodgeball.
Yeah, Greg could have mistook him for
if
Chuck.
he was the ball. Yep, there we go. And the final one, got to scroll on down here. Well, this is called, where is the name on this one? I'm trying to get down to it.
If they were the Desperate Measures, what does that make us?
I'm going to say that makes us worse drivers because, let's be honest, they clearly rammed through about 5 other people in the process of losing control of this warthog, and now they're like, oh God, is insurance going to cover this? I don't feel like this is definitely in the rule book, and who gets to report this to Chief Mendez? Because this is definitely not, this is not going to end well. We've seen this story before. Called Too Fast, Way Too Furious.
Who let Cat in the Warthog?
Also true.
Do you even
Also true.
Cat's not even there. You sure
Of
it was
course,
her?
well, Cat's underneath the truck. This is how Cat lost her arm. There we go. And her arm ended up looking very much like that creature that's currently on GT's hand. And that's why they gave her one that looked like the $6 million man's arm. There you go. Robotics are fun. Getting shot in the head is worse. Rip Cat.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yep. that was a painful death to watch. Anyways, thank you, GT or DJ, for your picks.
Come on, get the initials right.
On to GTs. Well, I was seeing GTs because yours was up next, so yeah. GTs is up next with a cute little first one here.
Buncha, Fritos go with lunch.
Okay.
Did you all switch roles today? Like, what's going on here?
I don't know. It's a good Wednesday.
DJ remembers that one.
No, it's Thursday. I don't even know what day it is.
It's Friday, right?
Somewhere in Australia it is. There you go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right,
yeah, this first one.
I thought it was cool drawing of a grunt with a needler. It's your classic grunt from Halo CE.
Smallboy, ready to fight the demons!
That's the best thing I can do without a mixer that DJ. DJ's slowly nodding his head like you poor helpless
I feel like
man.
we need to have a discussion about what grunts sound like and why we're so complicated. Because we're short, we wear masks, and people make fun of us.
As far as this
I'm
one,
sorry,
I just
Chuck,
like
I didn't mean to
the
offend
Western
you.
theme.
What the hell is that?
Red Dead Vaporware.
Yeah. Kind of a Red Dead meets Tron.
Zhang Healy. Yep.
I'm
Red
not
Dead,
sure how I
Halo,
feel
and
about that
Tron all in
picture.
the same picture.
Yeah, definitely can see that.
And a little Shogun as well.
There's a little mix of
Yeah.
everything in that.
Yeah.
Detective Zhang Healy.
Detective Sandy.
Anyways,
Zhang
next one's pretty cool too.
Sang Eastwood. Oh.
Oh.
There you go. Zhang Eastwood. I like it.
I just thought this is kind of a cool shot. This, coming from reading the Forerunner
Yeah.
trilogy, kind of reminded
Definitely.
me of the earlier relationship between the didact and the librarian.
Yeah. When you look at their love was absolutely extraordinary. And it's really, our introduction to the didact really does come out as him being a gangster. The man, he's evil. He's the enemy. Except when he started out, he was the hero
Mm-hmm.
in his own right. And their love was transcendent. It was just so sad that it ended up becoming such a poisoned situation. Although I will say, with those spikes in his mouth, I wonder if he has a problem eating angel hair pasta. I'm just saying, I feel like Italian is not where he goes, what is go-to for food.
Probably
That's how he
not.
strains out. That's how he strains out the shrimp.
There you go. Just hang a prong on that spike. Just
Chicken Alfredo. There you go.
there you go.
Shrimp Alfredo.
We have issues.
We got something. We got this next piece.
And this is how I will be addressing Halloween this year.
Kicking the kids
With a
off the
shotgun.
porch.
Our county
Wow.
actually is not they're not doing trick or treat this year.
Oh, I'm sure that they will highly recommend that you stay home this year
Yes.
for us as well.
Yes.
We
And if
we
not,
will
then
not be
you'll have your shot.
participating.
I'll have my Boomco shotgun ready.
I have a fire hose nozzle.
Hey, hell with Boomco. I'll have my real shotgun sitting there.
With Fred. You can just
Yep.
scare the kids away with Fred.
Bob!
There you go.
Or Bob, sorry, not Fred.
Fred is a chicken.
My name is Bob. Get it right.
Sorry, blah,
Dust.
blah.
Baby's Elmore.
Blah, blah.
Sorry, I
What just happened?
feel like I've accidentally become contagious. Sorry. Moving on.
This one's
The
cute,
longer
though.
I hang around DJ, the more likely I am to buy that stupid mix amp. Thank you, DJ.
I'm
What's
close.
funny is I just did that with no filter at all. That's just my voice.
Yeah, I
I
know
have the
that.
microphone. I just don't have the mixer yet.
There you go.
I don't have the microphone or the mixer. Anyway, hey, we got Virgil and a sax.
It's
Enough
Virgil
said.
in the sax.
A little sitcom right there. Didn't you have a engineer one last week? Or the last time we did a
Last time, yeah.
spotlight?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think engineers are cool. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's just if there's an engineer in the spotlight, you can be sure that GT's likely going to pick it.
Okay, you don't have to be that way. Jeez.
Not saying it's a bad thing. Just engineers are.
I like
engineers
them.
are
I don't
cool.
like them. I like them. I don't like them that much or that way.
This one's called Smooth Jazz. And the engineer is whistling them sweet tunes. I'm up next and going along with
I
the
knew
Among
you
Us
would
thing.
pick this one. I knew you
Yep.
would pick this one.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I love Among Us so much. It's such a hilarious game.
So do I.
People get so salty with it too.
Yeah.
It's a game and people get so sweaty with it. They take things so personally.
Yep. I love this.
Well, they do
I
that
love
with
this.
all games.
I know.
A not so great journey. Like it'd be really cool if this, like, with all the popularity that Among Us has gotten, if like skins became a thing and you could buy skin packs like you could in Minecraft.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Totally
Like,
agree.
Microsoft, you should buy out the studio.
Right? Well, and if MS Game Studios were able to pick them up or bring them on board, that'd be an easy win. That's
right?
under it's within the umbrella.
Yep.
They could cross license it.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
most
the
definitely.
Sarge with the cigar is awesome. And then you have the Marine with the helmet. You have a Prophet, the Arbiter, Cortana, and you have a little monitor pet. You have a Guilty
Right?
Spark pet.
Yeah, no, that definitely needs to happen. Somebody needs, well, 343 obviously is aware of it. They put it in their updates. So I know they've seen it. They've got to be talking about it.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Guardian Undergrowth, I like this one just because you have the contrast of the green forest and the Forerunner architecture has a really reminiscent vibe of Guardian and just the Halo environment in general.
And what you're missing just off the left of this piece of the picture is that same piece of the lakeside where Harry Potter ends up finding the dead unicorn that the shade of Voldemort is drinking from in the Sorcerer's Stone.
I didn't know Harry Potter took place on the Halo ring.
Well,
You're just gonna leave
why
it
not? He apparated into the wrong part.
Nah. Be some wacky crossover. Halo and
It's a
Harry
great
Potter.
It's a great place to hide a Horcrux.
Yeah, a galaxy killing machine. You're not wrong. Not wrong there. Next one is Hunt the Truth by SPVIRS. And it's just I think it's just an SFM. Looks more like based off of the Reach Mark 5 Mjolnir, I guess. And it has the cracked visor on it. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
And then obviously Hunt the Truth being one of the greatest pieces of promotional material that we've gotten for Halo. Next one's really cute too. This one's Noble Team. It's the Noble Team statue made with Mega Construx figures,
Cool.
which I thought was really well done. And then a couple of tweets. Cat and Bed tweets in the Word document. So I'll go ahead and open those up for the folks here on the stream. This first one is an SFM. Actually, I don't know if it's SFM or Blender or not, but it's basically a render of just a Master Chief walking with a BR, and it's just a really well done piece. And then finally, one last tweet. You know the music, time to dance. Come on, work with me here.
Oh,
And then a nice art piece of Dare and Buck.
doing the Argentine tango. You can tell by the low-placed arch of the back and the rise of the right leg during the drag across the bridge, or the linked segment of the dance. They move across the floor and begin their turns. I may have been watching Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, yep. I'm not going to dispute that because I have no idea, to be honest.
I was pulling it out of my butt. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'd take it.
Is GT muted?
I am not now.
You've got the engineer in the background.
Oh, there we go. I saw your mouth move. I was like, what happened? Where'd he go?
But you were.
Yes, I was fixing
go.
technical
Honorable
issues.
mention, though.
Oh.
Well, if that's the case. Honorable mention out to Receptor 17 for making the Grunt birthday party skull.
Right? What a rock
Looks
star.
good.
looks really cool. Way to go, bud. I don't know if I know he jumps in here every once in a while, but if you're listening to this, good job.
Yeah, he did great with that.
And then the very last thing in the community spotlight, it's Doodle Snickers, and this is a crossover of Halo 4 and Animal Crossing.
I was going to say this is when Mini Chief gets called into the when Chief gets called into the office because Mini Chief has clearly been misbehaving in the second grade.
Yeah.
What have you done now?
Yep.
Dad.
So it's a Froggy chair from Animal Crossing, and it basically is swapping out either, I can't remember if it was a stool or a crate that he was sitting on in one of the Halo 4 cutscenes.
Or a toilet.
It was actually a crate when they were talking about how the Spartans were broken at the very beginning.
Ah.
Yeah, during Halsey's
interrogation. That word. Sorry, big words, hard.
It's all good. So those are our picks from the Community Spotlight. Definitely recommend you go check it out for all the other goodies that have been highlighted in there. Sam goes through the Twitter, Reddit, Instagram, looking at the Halo Spotlight tag. So if you are making a piece and you want it to be featured in the Spotlight, then tag it with the Halo Spotlight tag on your social media platform of choice.
There you go.
Do it.
Lots of cool stuff over there. Chief would crush the stool? Probably. You're probably right, Frizzled.
Armor lock.
Yes. Yes, Bob.
It's reinforced plastic, dude. Pretty hardy.
Come on now. It's 26th century
Carbon fiber?
plastic. I'm sure it could hold a Spartan. They're only half a ton.
Exactly. Exactly.
Only
Now,
half
if
a
it
ton?
was a full ton, that might be a little bit hard to sell. All right, moving on.
I forget, how much do Spartans weigh in armor?
I'm going to say slightly more than me
Actually, I think it's half a ton.
after the holidays.
Like right around 1,000 pounds, yeah.
Is it half a ton? Okay.
Well, they do it in kilos, but
Yeah, but converted in there somewhere, and I'm sure it's somewhere in that ballpark then. Cool. We've got another edition of Cannon Fodder. And this one is with the upcoming release of Shadows of Reach by Troy Denning, who with this book now I think is the kind of like pretty much the author of Halo novels. I think this makes it where he's written the most novels or like book stories for the Halo franchise.
Yeah.
With this book.
I've enjoyed his books.
They've been really good. We are currently going through, well, I'm going through.
I've gone through multiple times.
Yeah. Silent Storm.
We'll probably go through it again.
So picking up with, yes. But we're going to do Silent Storm, and by the end of the month-ish, might be first week in November, go over that, and then we'll hit Oblivion, and then we'll hit Shadows of Reach on our podcast. Mjolnir is just reinforced plastic. Nice, Frizzled. But for the Cannon Fodder, there is an interview with Grim Brother 1, Troy Denning, and we also have Jeremy Cook in here as well, talking about the process of how the book was made, how it came to life, and we've seen some of the questions kind of pop up before of like, what's 343's role in this? How did they come up with the story? How does the project get led and come about and all that stuff? But there's some specific stuff to the book of like making sure that the story is tying in with the things that they're developing for the game, harkening back to Reach, and obviously with Infinite there's this big draw of kind of returning to roots for the Halo franchise, so there's a lot of that been woven in here. One thing that was kind of interesting to pick out of this interview was Troy started his career as an RPG game editor, and there's actually a picture of a 2-foot by 3-foot paper map that has like hexagons on it that define ranges, and there's like half-inch pieces for RPGs that would take 40 to 60 hours to play, and like he was really into that kind of detail RPG stuff. And that got him introduced to just the war type of stuff, and that's where he draws a lot of influence for how he writes his novels as well. It's a really good interview if you want to read through all of the questions in there. I kind of just took a glance over it, but overall, I think Troy Denning's been a really well-received author of Halo novels, and I'm sure he's going to just knock it out of the park with Shadows of Reach.
Yeah.
I think Sorry, go ahead.
I was just scrolling through this article and noticing the clips from the writers' stuff in Chicago and Anaheim from Outpost Discovery. And the memories of those events that was now over a year ago.
Yeah,
that's
crazy to think about.
Keep seeing all my stage stuff and remembering all that was happening in the background when this was going on.
Right.
Like Jeff's mic going out in Anaheim, and we had the Barbie on him, and so we had to flip him to a handheld because it was like, nope, it's not working. It's not working.
Yep, you gotta just address those things on the fly sometimes. Yep.
It was our life.
Yes. That was a crazy 10 weeks, at least for those who were attending, and then add more months on for the folks that were actually working on it, like DJ.
Yep, that was a crazy year.
Yep.
Probably one of the craziest years of my life.
Hopefully one of the most memorable ones, too.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
I'm gonna say that's going to be up there for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a good time. And yes, Frizzle, hard to believe that it's been over a year.
Yeah.
There is going to be an extra story called Sacrifice for those that order the book through Walmart. So either in-person, like brick-and-mortar purchases, or online purchases of the book will include this little story, which will be related to the story portrayed within the rest of the book, but is not required reading necessarily.
I still don't like that.
But for those that... I'm not a big fan of that either. But if it's going to be exclusive like that, I'm sure the story will probably come out or at least get summarized somewhere.
Well, yeah,
so you can at least get the gist of the story.
That's just it. I don't
miss out on it completely.
I mean, it's one thing to give out cosmetics. Like you buy a Boomco gun, you get a Boomco weapon skin. Okay, that's fine. But stuff like this, I don't want to see it to be exclusive to a retailer, especially a retailer I prefer not to deal with.
Yep.
Yeah, it definitely kind of sucks.
So you shouldn't be forced to engage with the dealer whose business practices you don't agree with, or business practices that aren't necessarily living up to what they should be. And
think of all the exclusives that happen with GameStop.
You know how many of those exclusives I participated in? One, and that was with Halo Reach.
Next to none.
And then the only reason I did that,
I'm sure there's been a couple
because I didn't know GameStop at the time. Once I got more familiar with them, I pretty much quit doing business with them.
I pretty much stick with Amazon these days. But even they've got some questionable stuff now going on with.
Yeah.
There's something with every major outlet out there of some kind.
Well, it's not that I don't deal with Walmart. I mean, hell, I buy groceries with them every month, every month. It's just my deal is it's story. I don't think it's right to have the lore locked behind a individual retailer. And I don't really care if it's Walmart, GameStop, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Best Buy, whatever. Like I said, if it's cosmetic things, that doesn't bother me. Because generally most of the time it's something that's not really that cool. Anyway, when it comes to the cosmetics. But
the other part of it too is like how many of those copies are there going to be?
I mean, I know somebody's going to put it out
because that means that's limited copy.
The interweb somewhere. It'll happen. 343 can't stop it. It's going to happen. So I would prefer something like that be a pre-order bonus for anybody that just pre-orders it, not just purchase it at this retailer and you get the story. But anyway,
Yeah.
on to the next thing.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to the story.
In the Canon 5, I'm looking forward
Would
to
you get off your
Silent
butt
Storm.
and read it?
And then getting there. In the Canon 5, there's also a little cannon that Grim is adding to the new armor that's coming out for Halo 3. The AKIS and the GRD helmet. So you can read up on those over there. And then we've got a little just recap on the Oni archives with ODST that they posted about. And then they also linked the one video that, is it The Verge? No, Polygon, where one of the authors over there read through all of the Halo novels and kind of gives his reaction
It's
to
actually not a bad
what he
video.
read.
I couldn't get past the mustache and the shirt, to be honest.
Well, it's one of
I
those
haven't
you can
watched
put
it
on
yet.
the background and do something else. I mean, you don't have to actually watch the video.
Okay.
Because
So you
it's
don't have
just
to
him
watch it.
talking about the Halo novels. He came to realize what he was getting himself into really quickly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when you realized there was a bajillion books?
He thought, this is 30 days.
No way. Not with
He-
over
wait, did
30
he-
books.
Did he try doing it in 30 days?
No, that's just what his that's
I was gonna
that's
say,
what his mind
there's-
was thinking at the beginning until he actually started to see how many freaking books it was.
Yeah. It's more than it's more than just what the games show.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of lore in it.
Yeah.
And then next up, we have the fresh off the presses community update titled Sweet Stories. Not a lot of new things in here. A lot of just recaps of things that we've already talked about, making sure
Yep.
that your insider profile is up to date for Halo 4 Flighting, the Cannon Fodder that was just released. Just reminders on the Halo 5 Pro Series and the Halo 3 tournaments happening. There's a few orgs that have announced that they're returning to Halo with rosters. The ongoing back and forth of that happening.
Yeah.
There is a Big Team Battle playdate happening, though, where you can earn a new nameplate. On October 15th at 2 p.m. Pacific time, there'll be a Halo 3 Big Team Battle playdate on MCC on PC with some popular Halo streamers. All you have to do is match up with the featured creators, and you'll earn the brand new Burst Fire nameplate.
Nice.
We've got Joy and Joyness, Lady Echidna, Prof, Reclaimer, Stress, The Only Zoltan, Ubernick, and Voodoo Man that will be streaming. And again, this is in 1 week, October 15th at 2 p.m. Pacific time. That's 5 p.m. Eastern time. So that's basically 3.5 hours before our podcast. Next
So
week.
I get home a half hour before our podcast.
Interesting that they're
So
doing
I
that
will
on a
have
Thursday.
absolutely no time to play. Thanks, 343.
Yeah. SWAT Nation has their SWAToween tournament that has registration open, and that will be taking place at the end of the month. You can head on over to swatnation.net/events to find out more and sign up. Cliptrocity is returning back for this weekend, kicking off the second Cliptrocity event. You can find out more about the contest over at halo.gg/Cliptrocity. And all you have to do is get a clip of anything in social games on all MCC titles in either Precision Slayer, Auto Slayer, or Snipers. It can be any game size, and then it could also be in competitive, Slayer, or all hardcore playlists.
There you go.
And then the streamers that are taking place for that is going to be Eli X, Ishi, Mint Blitz, Elamite, Sheeny, Active, Kame Madify, and Flazen. Or Flazen, I'm not sure how you say that. For the clip-off contest, the overall best clips, first place will win an Astro A40 headset plus Mixamp bundle with the Cliptrocity nameplate. Second place will receive 3 Halo MCC Steam bundle codes with the nameplate. And then third place will receive maybe these are just like three people fit into that place. I'm not sure why they have the 3 in parentheses there, but 6-month Game Pass Ultimate codes with the nameplate. And then the best Team Hardcore clip will get a 6-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate code with the Cliptrosity nameplate.
And there you go.
Yep. We've got the Halo Master Chief Halloween costume. That is, I think, the same one that's been out for a couple of years.
This one has shoulder
Just reminding
pads.
you that if you are wanting to dress up, I thought
They've have it with or without.
They've had shoulder pads before.
Or sorry,
gotcha.
muscles padded.
Hmm.
I don't see it in my size though.
Oh yeah,
Buff
that's
Chief.
the muscle padded.
Well,
It does say kids.
So?
but GT's a big kid inside. Halo Infinite snack announcement. What? Have I not gotten there yet? I don't know about a snack, whatever you're talking about, Frizzle, but okay. We have now lost
Statue?
my train of thought. We have a new Halo Mega Construct set. We have a Master Chief helmet with an AI chip. Kind of is very similar to the Halo 3 Legendary statue. At least kind of the format.
Same
and
basic stand, same style
design
stand and
of the
everything,
helmet. Mm-hmm. Has a reflective visor. Looks like the visor is either like a 1 or 2 separate pieces of the build. You can pick that up over at aka.ms/Halo Mega Constructs helmet. There's also a Hex and Halo giveaway. So if you pre-order any of the Hex bags that are on sale, so that's the backpack, the tech backpack, the duffel, or the Oni sling, then you'll be entered for a chance to win an additional duffel bag filled with an Xbox Elite Series 2 controller, a Razer Kishi mobile gaming controller, Razer Hammerhead True Wireless earbuds, and prints of the initial design drawings used to create the collection. Can you link Frizzle? Because I don't know if it's in this update, your Infinite Snack thing that you're talking about. There is a pink Halo Nerf gun that was showcased during the Xbox stream last week. Jeff Keighley revealed off a special one-of-a-kind MA40 Nerf blaster with a whole bunch of pink glittery
glitter.
diamonds all over it. I believe this is kind of a fundraiser type thing. They don't explicitly say it, but I'm assuming it's kind of a fundraiser type thing. And all proceeds for it will go to the National Breast Cancer Foundation.
Cool.
That's what I'm reading off of right now, Frizzle, and I don't see anything in here regarding snacks. We also have a little Halo Infinite, like tiny Halo Infinite update. There's a Mark 7 Mjolnir with the Monarch armor coating, which is just a really, really nice purple coating for the
Did
the
someone
stock
say
armor.
stock?
I like it.
There we go.
Chicken.
Here's the snack part. Okay, now I see what you're talking about. I finally got down to the snack part. It was buried in everything else that was going on in this update that we just are kind of trying to blow through. So apparently in online and in stores, there's a Halo Infinite partnership happening with Mondelez, who I've actually never heard of. They're most known for making Oreo, Cadbury, Maynard, Sour Patch Kids, and Chips Ahoy, Triton Gum, Nutter Butter, and a lot of other
Nutter
tasty
Butters.
treats. I had no idea. I thought that was Nabisco
Better.
Right?
for Oreo. But I guess not. But picking up your favorite snacks picking up your favorite Mondelez snacks with Master Chief on the box can help you earn some delicious in-game looking items for Infinite, including the Monarch armor coating pictured above. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, it is so I guess Mondelez is the parent company of Nabisco? Because for the US, it's NabiscoXbox.com, where you go to unlock your redeemables. Okay. I have an excuse to buy Oreos now.
Did you ever really need an excuse to buy Oreos? Just ask.
I mean, yes, because my waistline says no, but my heart says yes.
Have you seen the Taco Bell commercial, DJ?
I mean, there's the one that I saw posted by Jeff on Twitter, but I don't watch TV with commercials, so
Of the
Yeah,
Halo
that's-
promotional commercials,
I've
that's
seen
not
that
a
one.
bad one.
Yeah, that one's definitely good.
That was a good one. But, I mean, it is Halo related
Yeah.
because it's the Master Chief and it has Steve
It
Downs
is for an
voicing it, but
Xbox
it's
Series
for an
X,
Xbox
which I understand,
Series X
but
giveaway.
of the
Yep.
promotional
Yep.
Xbox giveaways that they've done, that's the best. That's the best one I've seen.
And I have a
So
Taco
do I.
Bell right down the street. But the thing is, I don't buy drinks, so I'm going to
Buy
like,
iced tea.
get Taco Bell and then just get a drink for my wife. Like a
You don't have
Do
to
they have
buy
iced tea?
pop.
oh, okay. So yeah, if you get a medium or a large drink at Taco Bell, you can get a code that you can use to enter into an Xbox Series X giveaway.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, on the community update, there is an behind the scenes of the audio
Explosions.
field team recordings. More explosions.
Booms.
Yes.
Big bada booms.
Explosions in the woods. Explosions in water. Big bada boom.
What's really funny is, like, we saw some of these videos, like not that initial one in the forest, but the rest of them. We saw that at, what was that, 2 years ago? At PAX West? 2 or 3?
Some of those,
Yeah.
and some of them have
Yeah.
been posted on Instagram and have
Yeah.
been just included on this. Yeah.
Yeah, when we did our studio tour at PAX West.
But none of the forest stuff.
Yeah, the forest one's all new.
Are
That's
all new.
all new.
Yeah.
It's
So that's
always
kinda
fun to just
cool.
sit there and watch and listen, especially when that one piece of metal just flies up, falls down. You're gonna...
Yep, I remember that.
Yep. All right.
Yep, and that's it for the. Well, we've got the art piece, and this is from Halo 5. This is the initial drop of Fireteam
Yep.
Osiris at the opening piece of Halo 5.
Cool. All right.
So that's it for the official stuff. Over on the community highlight side of things, we've got actually some new articles over on Play Griffball, which it's been a while since we've actually had a new article on the website.
Yeah.
So I don't know, DJ, if you know any the details in here, but we have the Summer League
No.
20 Halo 3 PC Player Awards and Championship wrap up.
I have not been involved since they started playing Halo 3 exclusively.
Okay. But this is basically just kind of their summer series wrap up. They have some stats up here as far as who's kind of been the runner of the season, the tank of the season, and the hybrid defender based on statistics. Overall, the league games played. Championship MVP goes out to AJ Dajuice Main. Champion stats are 2 goals, 4 stops, and a plus 24 KD over the season duration. And then the season MVP is Halfbreed 105 with season kills 1,561 kills, 45 stops, a plus 356 KD. I guess the championship for that would have been, I guess, the one game.
Yeah.
For the playoffs, 307 kills, 12 stops, and a plus 61 KD. And then the Fall League 20 Halo 3 PC draft season is now open. So head on over to playgriffball.com to get yourself into the draft. And then we've got the Fall League 20 preseason Mix 'em Up Bum Rush. I believe this is just kind of an open tournament where you can come and participate.
Yep, that was
yesterday.
Yep, that was yesterday.
Yeah. So this is basically a chance for you to kind of just go in, play, get yourself exposed for the draft. So when the draft actually kicks off, it's kind of like a talent search type of event.
Yeah, just a preseason warm up.
So
Trying to encourage more people to join the league.
we've also got community favorites from Forge Hub. This is the September 2020 picks. We've got quite a few honorable mentions. We have Whiplash by Arctic TZ. Or Arctics, I guess. We've got The Timeless Archives by Murloc and Julianos 1224. Complicated by Arctics. Catgat by Hamish K. This is a long freaking... Goldtooth and His Adventure of the Puzzle Crypt, the Broken Mountain, and the Garden of Misconception.
Congratulations.
Looks like there were 4 contributors to this map, a Squad Loaf, Murloc, Death Weapon, and Julianos. There's Slasher, which is by Rush My Pancake, and then Fraction by Sega USA. In third place, we have Semblance by RPod. Again, like this is, I think, the fourth month in a row that RPod's made the top 3. We have UNSC Cat or UNS Cath by Extraterrestrial. And then we have Keeper by Arctics. Lots of interesting pieces. The first one here is kind of a Senguli ruins / forest area, kind of like maybe in a canyon type of place. And then UNSC Cath looks like a UNSC space station. And then Keeper Arctics is kind of a mix of different architectures and has a lot of verticality to it. Some just kind of built into a cliff foreigner type structure vibes to it. Over on the community content side of things, we've got quite a few updates on podcasts. We've got a new episode of HCS Pro Talk, Mission Debrief, Build with Blocks, another Podcast Evolved Book Club. We've got a new Finish the Fight episode, new Sacred Icon Halo episode, and Halo Outreach podcast episode you can go check out. On the YouTube side of things, we've got the Halo 3 Primer Series from Halo Canon for the Halo 3 Armory. We've got quite a few of the YouTube content creators covering the newest MCC armor stuff that was revealed in the Canon fodder. Over on General Heath's side of things, we have some... What is this? Oh, yeah. In Halo 4, is the Mantis actually alive?
Well, it does tend to move by itself.
So in Halo 4, apparently, so in Halo 4, in the game files, the Mantis is actually a biped. It's not a vehicle. It still fully functions like a vehicle, but it's a biped. It like with how the game is coded. So just an interesting piece of lore there. Rocket Sloth has the best music Easter eggs. Rejected Shotgun has the biggest Halo 3 mod, now 100 times bigger, which is just a huge Forge project that includes a whole bunch of new things and a Forge map that is ridiculously large. I'll just leave it at that. And then we have Mint Blintz and Ubernix with a whole bunch of little small clips that they've uploaded to their YouTube channel as well. For the artwork, we're gonna change this up a little bit. Instead of going through all the artwork that's posted, we're just gonna pick out a few of the highlights from what's been posted, and then we're gonna post the rest of them over in our Discord channel.
There we go.
While you guys pick which one you want to call out, I am going to pick the one from Ezel VFX. This one's titled "This is the Correct Timeline," and this is basically taking the Halo 2 poster but putting it in the Halo 1 timeline. So you have the original Mark V Mjolnir, although Chief's still dual-wielding SMGs, but instead of Phantoms and Banshees, you have Spirits and Banshees.
Cool. I'm looking at the Forward on the Dawn one just because I think it's cool. It looks like it's either in a shipyard or it's just whatever the hell's left of it. Pretty wrecked.
Is this from the... Which one? From Vin?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a work in progress. He hasn't shown off the full thing.
Hasn't finished it yet.
But yeah, Forward into Dawn.
I'm liking the Cold Storage by Grey Wolf FXN. That one's got a real Blur vibe to me.
Yeah. I actually just started... he is one of the best when it comes to the doing a lot of these kind of render things. Grey Wolf mostly posts on Instagram. I actually just pulled this from his Twitter, so we're going to try to include his stuff more often now. So I'll try to check Instagram more regularly. But when Grey Wolf puts a piece together, it is top notch. It really is good content. So we have a few folks that we follow regularly here on the podcast. If there's someone else out there that we're not covering that you think we should be considering when we're going through the community artwork side of things, definitely hit us up, let us know, and we'll get those included. And we'll be doing a weekly link dump of sorts in our Discord to showcase all of the stuff that
I did
you
find
may have missed in
a
the community.
positive review of the Halo Infinite trailer this week. Amazing as that is,
Really?
someone speaking positively of a Halo game,
Like a new
Isn't that
review?
a unique concept. No,
Like a new review, or
this
what do you
one
mean?
dropped on the 23rd of September. It's fairly new. It's not like brand
So fairly new.
Jezra Under is the guy's name. The title is What You Missed from Halo Infinite's gameplay trailer.
Okay.
The Physics of Halo Infinite. And he goes through and talks about just the physics. The graphics, just the physics. Yeah.
Of a game that's still in development?
From what he's talking about
How?
what he sees in the trailer.
In the
live
action
gameplay.
sequence or in the live gameplay?
He's not critiquing
Again,
as far as saying it's bad. He's just saying that he's liking what he sees. He's not saying
Okay.
he does make comments about certain things not being finished, and he states it that way. It's not finished. Not they need to fix this right now. Yeah, it's a very positive review.
Just making his
And
observations.
I thought it was just really a really good review.
I'll be honest, I have muted every single, I would say all but 2 Halo YouTubers notifications, just because
Oh, I get it.
it got so out of hand. I was just
like
done.
I said, the
I
one
was just
thing I
done.
liked about him is he's not in the video demanding that 343 fix this right now. He's saying
Can you drop that link in the chat? In the Twitch chat?
Here, I'll have to pull it up over. For where the game stands, he likes what he sees. I mean, he does call out some of the stuff with the Warthog not leaving tire tracks, which, that's okay. But it's, like I said, he doesn't go any further than that. But anyway, like I said,
Interesting.
an overall positive review for Halo Infinite,
Yeah.
which is just kind of odd. There you go. There's a link if you guys want to go take a look.
Cool. Have to give that a watch. Drop that in the Discord too. For community musings, let's go ahead and make our way on over there. We've got Halopedia's Trivia Tuesday. I'll go ahead and take this while GT's posting that link over in the Discord. Did you know that Halo Reach's anniversary map pack? There's
I
a
did know
hidden
that, 'cause
doll
I went
on
and found them
7
all.
maps. This doll is based. So did I. And DJ's also nodding in agreement. This doll is based on the cut armor seen in various pre-release images of the DLC. Visit Halopedia here to find out more about them. Halopedia.org
So, let's
/ Spartan
see.
Dolls Easter Egg.
What, clip shots or community?
That's just community. And then we have Halopedia, and I didn't know this, but apparently today
Well, happy
is
birthday.
Troy Denning's birthday.
Well, birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. Denning. There you go.
Mr. Denning. Thank you for your contribution to the Halo lore. I am very much looking forward to diving into the not Blue Team trilogy, because they're not technically related to each other, as far as like a trilogy of sorts. But I mean, obviously from a lore perspective, they're related. But and then we already talked about the
Tequila
Bell
Taco
ads.
Bell.
Take that out. But yeah, that's all we got for the news this week.
Cool.
Next week, the news. Next week, we're going to kick off our. I don't know what we're going to call this segment yet, but basically, where we prompt DJ to connect 3 or 4 different pieces of art, pictures, something together in some narrative story. We're also going to bring that back to the community polls. Something that I didn't catch last week in the MCC development update, but they're actually looking into including the Halo Online maps in MCC.
Because there's a couple of them I really liked.
So, question is going to be for next week. We got there were some really good ones in there, especially the there was a
Well,
the
the
Turf
Avalanche remake was pretty good too.
that was in there.
The not snowy version.
I never played it.
I have to go back and check. Halopedia did a little tweet series of all the different maps. If you want to check out their Twitter, they have all the pictures up there. I think there were 4 or 5 maps that Halo Online had that were not part of Halo 3 that were like specific to Halo Online. So it'd be cool to see those in MCC.
Yeah.
But the poll we're going to have for next week is we got 7 maps in Halo 2 Anniversary. There were originally, like, when they were kind of shrinking down on which maps they wanted to put into MCC for Halo 2 Anniversary, they kind of came up with a list of 12 before they had to shrink it down. So the question we're going to have next week is, what one map from Halo 2, like if they were to go and make another Halo 2 Anniversary map for MCC, what one map would you want to see the most?
All of them
made for MCC?
Mm-hmm.
I picked one. All of them.
You had to pick one.
One answer.
Yeah, I'll have to think about that one.
I mean, there's lots of good choices, from Containment to Waterworks to Foundation. It's going to be a hard choice.
Yeah,
there's a lot of
there's
things
a
to
lot
have
of
to
good
consider
maps.
there.
Custom games potentials, and yeah, it's just like in the chat's also saying, just give me all of them.
Work your way down.
That just get certain affinity back in here.
I
They
would
can do all
like
the
to
maps,
see.
right?
I would like to
There
eventually
you go.
see all of the multiplayer maps in MCC in a updated graphical design.
Want them to be
that'd
pretty.
That'd be nice. I don't know if
Well, it
they'd
is.
do that.
Yeah, it's a lot of effort. But, it is what it is.
So that's going to be our topic for next week, as we're still trying to organize our first guest for the fall. Yeah, that's it for this week. Pretty short one. We changed a couple of things around. Hopefully the format fits with everybody. We're hoping that as we get more topics on and guests on, that we can kind of condense some of the news stuff down so we can focus on topics and interviewing folks. So let's go around the podcasting virtual table, since we don't do this quite often. But where can people find us? We'll start with DJ.
You can find me right here live at twitch.tv/DJBluePDX or Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Mostly Twitter at DJBluePDX. Tomorrow I've got the Truthful Realities talk show starting at 11 a.m. Pacific, followed by Phasmophobia, Among Us, and then the Astro Weekend Kickoff. It's Chicago house style music, DJ'd live in the music studio right behind that green wall. And and then we've got a whole weekend of gaming and music going on with Astro Gaming following that.
Very nice.
You can find me
GT.
on Twitter at Godzilla
Where can people
Todd,
find you?
on Xbox, and right here on Twitch at Godzilla T. I will eventually try to get back into streaming, but when you do 15,000 steps a day, you really don't feel like sitting in front of a computer when you get home.
Or probably having to
Well,
walk
luckily I
young
have a
crazy
fenced-in
dogs either.
backyard,
sometimes,
and
I bet.
have a taser, so the dog learns to stay in the backyard. And so I don't have to worry about that. No, actually, Coco, she learned pretty quick to stay inside the fence. Yeah, no,
you mean like
I
one of
don't
the
know.
like shot collar things?
She learned that it was smart to stay inside the yard, and it was bad to go outside the yard. Unfortunately, my brother's dogs never learned that lesson, but they did figure out how to climb a tree to get out.
Wow.
That's kind of genius.
Wow.
But anyway, keep an eye on my Twitter for my streams.
So, Eric Kibu says you can find me out. Yep. And you're usually streaming either Halo or Destiny.
Because I haven't found any other games I actually want to play.
Cool. Gotcha. Okay. You can find me, like Eric Kibu says, at home. If you know where I live.
I'm there too! At home!
Other than that, I am on... No way! Really? Oh, that's crazy. Wow. Okay.
I basically live in my studio.
Which is home, right?
Oh, below the home.
You can find me on Twitter, and I'll be streaming more on Twitch here after the Halo Mole is over and done with. We released our first episode this past weekend. If you haven't had a chance to watch it, I would greatly appreciate it if you did over at youtube.com/thehalomole. Episode 2 will be out this weekend at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. We're on a weekly release schedule. So head on over to the YouTube channel. We are premiering them, so there's a live chat that goes with it. If you have the chance to come on over, would definitely appreciate it. It's been 7 years in the making, so
Cool.
You can find Podtacular on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We can find the podcast itself on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, and I need to really change the overlay instead of tuning to say Amazon. But Amazon Podcasts as well. You can join us on Discord, or you can join us on our Xbox Club. We also have our Spartan Company that we talked about at the beginning of the show that we're still going to try to get the company commendations to get that Achilles helmet. One way or another, we will get there slowly but surely. One tick of the commendations at a time. You can support the stream by watching us live every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for our podcast, every Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Fraggin' Friday, hosted by GT, and every Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for our Achieving Halo. If you want to get in on Fraggin' Friday, then make sure you head on over to our Discord and vote for if you want to play Halo 5 or Halo MCC on console. Any ideas or tentative schedules on when the next PC night
Well,
will be?
we are getting into holiday season, so it's probably going to be kind of sketchy. I am trying to see if I can do one either October 24th or November 7th. We definitely won't be doing it on Halloween
Okie dokie.
because I will be sitting in my house in the dark, so
Yeah.
nobody comes by.
Dude, just use a fire hose, man.
There you go. There you go. If you want to support the podcast, you can also subscribe to us on Twitch. You can support us through Patreon as well. Unfortunately, we are not Amazon affiliated anymore because they, apparently we didn't meet the program qualifications anymore.
Oh, no.
So, yep, no more Amazon affiliate links for us. But we weren't getting too much out of it to begin with. So, it's
Amazon's
not
been
too much.
changing
We
the
got a little
rules
bit,
lately.
but not too much. But yeah. They've been locking down on a lot of it. One of the things that they said, and judging with what gets normally bought through our Amazon affiliate link, it kind of makes sense. But one of the things they look out for is more for personal use instead of actually buying what the affiliate link is linking to. Which, that definitely happened based on what people were buying through our affiliate links. But you can also donate to us directly as well through PayPal if you would like to do that instead. That's going to be it for the podcast tonight. Gentlemen, any final thoughts or comments before we wrap it up tonight?
If a chicken and a half can lay an egg and a half in a day and a half, how long does it take a grasshopper with a wooden leg to kick the seeds out of a dill pickle?
I don't see how either of those are related.
Yeah, you didn't say it had to relate to the podcast.
Final thoughts.
Or Halo.
Okay.
Or anything in general.
I wasn't talking about the podcast. I was just talking about the two things that he said related to each other. But this is DJ that we're talking about, so... And Yurkibu is saying pay buddy instead of PayPal.
Alright.
Yes, Bob, would you like to say something?
Fritos.
Dear Lord.
Oh, goodness gracious. All right, this has been Podtacular. Thank you all for listening, either on the live stream or via download. We appreciate all the support that you all continue to provide us. We will be right back here on live stream next week and in your downloads. Hope to catch you all this weekend in some games, and if not, then we'll catch you all next time. Keep on fragging them trucks.